YouTube. This is Ron Way here in a nice sunny day in southeast Kentucky, albeit a little windy. Did just run through a whole lot of heavy rain a while ago, but it's good to be out of that. Be able to not get some sunshine. What I want to talk about today, I know I'm a little bit late getting to this. If you follow anything to do with, news to do with the trucking industry at all, but it's just something that ever since I heard about it a couple weeks ago, I've been thinking about it a lot, and I wanted to make a video about it. Okay, apparently Walmart, at least when it comes to their truck drivers, has a policy that whenever they park and take, in the evenings, take their 10-hour rest break, that they will actually pay them so much per hour. Now, when I heard about that, I was really surprised because that's unheard of. Ever since I heard about it, apparently they're not the only company that does it, but they're the first ones I heard about. Well, apparently that, I don't know if it was brought into court by a disgruntled ex-employee, probably was, but I don't know what started this. But apparently that there is a court out in California that is actively suing Walmart, saying that even though they don't have to pay that since they do, it has to be at least minimum wage. Which, I think that's a bunch of crap. That's just me. Yes, it's great that Walmart does that. That's the extra pay in their drivers' checks that they really don't even have to do anything for. But at the same time, they don't have to. Over-the-road drivers we are paid mileage. So we're paid so much per mile. How much that is, of course, varies depending on who you work for, what you're hauling, and how much experience you got, whatever. But that is how we're paid. Unless you are a day cab driver, you are not paid hourly. The fact that Walmart adds that hourly pay for their sleeper time on top of their mileage pay is great, but they don't have to do that. So my question is, since they're already getting paid the mileage and Walmart is just adding that extra pay on top of it that they don't have to do, why are they getting sued saying that, well, if you pay it, it must be at least a minimum wage? I don't know. Like I said, the only thing I can figure is that it must have been brought into court by some disgruntled ex-employee that that got fired or laid off for whatever reason, and he decided to try to get back at him. My opinion on this is, like I said, I think it's a bunch of crap, but the way I look at it, as over-the-road drivers, we are already paid for our sleeper time. Yes, it might not be in dollars on our paycheck, but we spend the night in our sleeper pay. The way I look at it, the very fact that we have sleeper cab trucks is our pay. They don't have to give us these trucks that we can, that has a bed, has a bed in it right where we're at, that we can decorate and deck out with TVs and things that the way we want. They could just as easily go back to the way it used to be years ago, like whenever my dad first started driving, give us day cab trucks and say, okay, when you decide to take your 10-hour break, good luck. You know, they could, like I said, they could just as easily do that, and it'd be perfectly within their right, and they would legally be allowed to do it. But yet they don't. They go out, they spend the extra money, they give us these sleeper cab trucks. That way we don't have to deal with that. Now, there's a lot of drivers that whenever I first heard about this, they are saying that yes, we should be getting paid so much per hour whenever we're not actively driving. And their argument for that is if we are in the truck, we're away from home in the truck, responsible for the company's equipment and the load, that we are technically at work, whether we are actively driving at night. And I understand that. But again, like I said, our pay for that, in my opinion, is the fact that they spend the extra money on the equipment to give us the sleeper cab trucks in the first place. Although I do think that we should be paid so much per hour on top of our mileage for anything that we log as on duty. On duty, not driving, whether it be fuel, while we're getting fuel, getting unloaded or reloaded. If you're a flatbed driver and you're tarping, strapping down your load and tarping, anything that you are logging as on duty, not driving, my opinion is we should be getting paid so much per hour on that. Because, yes, we're not driving, but we're not back in the sleep or asleep or watching a movie or something. We are actively doing something with our job. Will that become a standard? It'd be nice if it would. I hope it does. I seriously doubt it. It's not any one company that's caused this. It's just how the industry is. But like I said, it would be nice if we got that, but I don't ever see it happening. But to deal with Walmart and them being sued over this, like I said, I think it's a bunch of crap. It should be just, if that judge had any sense, they would just throw it out of court and say, to deal with it, whatever caused you, and speaking to the employee, just tell them whatever caused you to be fired, they had a reason. There's, get over it. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you all think about this. Put down. I'm kind of curious to see what other people think about, this situation. The whole, getting paid hourly, so much per hour on top of our mileage pay. Let me know down in the comment sections below about how you think it should be done or what should be done. This is till next time, YouTube. This is Wrong Way, and I will see you next video.